Garth Shingera of Regina, Saskatchewan, is a skilled toy builder. Since he grew up on the farm, it's not surprising that his main focus is on building farm toys. One of his most popular items is combine headers. Most of his work is in 1/16th scale, which means the pickup teeth end up being very small.
This tool here has got like a little line I made in there, so you can wrap the wire. You can start to roll it and keep the wire tight. And I'll usually make about 3 bends, and then I'll stop about there, and then as a guideline here, then I'll make a cut right there.
Here we see Shingera mounting one of his finished scaled-down 30-foot headers on a Case IH 2388 axial flow combine.
So then you got a complete-looking combine. I had made keep in mind I had to change the original auger. I made it longer because going with a 30-foot header, 22.5 inches, if you're to have a truck come up the side and meet the middle of the truck, the auger wouldn't extend out enough. So basically I made a new auger assembly out of 3/4 inch tubing. Made it to about, I don't know, it was about 14.5 inches long roughly. And then added on the extra rubber ends to it to give it all nice detail in the top bracketing piece.
His first toy built for paying customers was a Kello-Bilt disc, which he figures is somewhat fitting because it's a Canadian company. It's a model of a 12-foot disc, so the actual toy is 9 inches wide. They sell for about $350 each.
These ones here, I built them with, it's all metal construction. The frame is a 1/2 inch square solid material. Basically I had a jig to bend the frame, to bend and heat it, because it's very solid material. That bend out my frames and then weld in all my cross piecing in here. What I'd done is I putting a floating hitch design, as how they do things.
He makes the discs out of 2-inch fender washers and says they're sturdy enough to do some actual field work.
They're definitely made to do a carpet farming or go out in the field, and you could pretty much play with these if you wanted to. Like they're made quite strong.
Shingera doesn't usually build tractors from the ground up, but he's done a considerable amount of customizing and modification work. He turned a 4994 Case into a 2670 like this one his family used on their farm.
Remove the hood, and then once the hood is off, then you have to cut right behind the weights here, and then cut all this engine compartment out because it was equipped with a V8. So right along the body line on the very bottom of the motor, I had to cut all this section right out. So virtually there was no hood, and it was motorless and just a part of the frame sticking out. Then what I had done after that is I had to make up a hood. So what I done is patterned it off of I made my paper pattern first and went out to a couple of farm sites just to measure up a hood.
In order to make it look just like the real 2670 tractor, Shingera salvaged a V6 engine out of a Case IH Steiger toy.
The placement, how it fit in place, was absolutely perfect. I wanted an inline 6 engine, and that's basically what I got right out of it. It just mounted in there beautifully, actually.
He credits much of his ingenuity to the inspiration of his father, Andrew, who in addition to being a farmer, was also an inventor and manufacturer. Garth wanted to build a sprayer used on large farms, so he made a 4720 John Deere high-clearance sprayer out of a 7920 tractor, the same thing John Deere did when they manufactured the full-size sprayer.
The booms are made out of 1/8 rod material, and it's kind of got a three-dimensional look. I made the nozzles, the working nozzles. It's where the booms are, there's a hollow tubing in here. And the water would come through here, through the tank, and then drip right out through the back here, and it actually would flow straight out of here.
A fully equipped sprayer like this one would be priced at about $1,000.